Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Don't mind me. I'm actually just playing beat 'em up here. So guys, what's going on? It's me, Jimmy. So yeah, it's been an entire year since the Switch came out. Granted, I know it's been a little bit over a year. We had quite a bit come out. Started off the year really flippin' strong. Literally came out with a Zelda game at launch. Holy flippin' heck, guys. A console Zelda at launch. I mean, granted, between you and me, that was a port of the Wii U game. But that doesn't matter. We still got a console Zelda at launch. So guys, today I actually want to talk about the Switch, my experience with it. It's been an entire year. I've played a ton of games. It has grown on me a lot. Granted, I already knew I was gonna like the Switch, but the Switch is pretty much well on its way to becoming one of my favorite handheld slash consoles. It's that weird thing where like it's a bit of both. So, without further ado, let's actually talk about the Switch, shall we? So, as I mentioned before, the Switch is absolutely great. I love being able to play games on the TV and just taking the Switch off and taking it. That is absolutely great. The battery life is about 3 to 5 hours, which, to be fair, is what's to be expected of it, honestly. The Nintendo 3DS pretty much has the same battery life. There is no chance in hell we're gonna get back to that battery life of, you know, being like 20 to 30 hours or something ridiculous like on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance SP. There's no chance in hell we're gonna have that anymore, which is really unfortunate because I kind of miss those days of charging your Game Boy like once every couple days. I actually really miss that. So guys, let me actually talk about the games on the Switch. So we have had a bountiful, and I mean a bountiful amount of games. We have Mario, we have Zelda, we have Mario Kart, we have a new Kirby game. We're having ports. Oh my gosh, ports galore, but I'll talk about that separately. We have a lot of really good third-party games that have come out on the Switch. We had, let's see here, what did we have? We had Shovel Knight, we have Mighty Gumball Burst, which, yes, I do know was released on the Nintendo 3DS, along with Master Blaster Zero, which, if you guys haven't played those games, I highly recommend you guys check them out. They are absolutely worth your time. They are some great games. So yeah guys, we had Mario Kart come out on the Switch fairly shortly after the system's launch. Mario Kart, guys. Mario Kart is absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have played Mario Kart at some point in your life. So guys, what are my opinions on the third-party outings here? So as I mentioned earlier, the Switch has quite a bit of third-party support. A lot of those games are ports from PC to Switch or from PS4 to Switch. We had Rocket League come out on the Switch, which was something a lot of people were clamoring for. We also had Knights of Azure 2, which is something I personally wanted on the Switch. Because, I mean, between you and me, I really like those kinds of games, hack and slash games. So, I am pretty A-okay with having that game on there. We also had Skyrim come out on Switch. L.A. Noire, granted. As you guys know, the graphics are a bit of something to be how can I put this? The graphics do leave a lot to be desired. That is something to be taken into consideration. But it's very understandable considering this is a hybrid console. Hybrid system, I guess I should say. So it makes sense that the graphics would take a hit. I mean, you're either going to have really amazing, great graphics and a much worse battery life, or you're going to have moderate to, at times, mediocre graphics. But as long as the gameplay is there, that's pretty much all you're really going to need. And to address some of the people out there, I mean, if you're gonna play a game for its graphics, you're quite possibly gonna play it on a console anyway. And then even still, if you're really gonna try and play it for graphics, you're more than likely already gonna have a PC to play games for the graphics anyway. So what does it really matter for you? Especially, you know, like if you spend a large chunk of your time at home and you're not out and about, like, you know, certain people, or like me for example, where I go to work, I go to the gym, and you know, I commute everywhere as well. So the Switch is a perfect console or portable whatever for me. It's perfect for someone like me who has a very busy and active lifestyle. It works out fine for me. If you're someone who likes to, you know, be at home and, you know, like drink a beer or whatever, kick back and do all your stuff and just chill out, play whatever, you know, PS4 game you're playing, then yeah, it definitely makes sense for you to have, you know, a PS4 or an Xbox One or One X or whatever the heck you might have. So yeah, I definitely understand. So guys, with talking about ports, let's talk about some of the ports coming out on the Switch, shall we? So, ports. The Switch has a crap ton of ports. We have games ported over from the Wii U. We have Mario Kart Deluxe. Granted, it is an enhanced port, so it does have other features that the initial game did not release with. We also have Hyrule Warriors coming out on the Switch, which, honestly, yeah, definitely, that's actually pretty cool. Hyrule Warriors, the definitive edition. We have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is really badass. That game is highly underrated on the Wii U. I'm supposed to say Nintendo Switch. Oh, that's like, wasn't I? Granted, I feel as though that game is still going to be underrated on the Switch anyway. Let's see. We also had Pokken Tournament. Pokken Tournament was ported over to the Switch. And Zelda, as I mentioned as well. Zelda is also a port. But I mean, honestly, it's pretty much the way to play the game. Because I mean, you can take it with you anywhere. As I mentioned though, I can definitely understand if you don't travel around everywhere. I can definitely understand that. Yeah, guys, there was quite a bit of ports on the Switch from Wii U to Switch. Granted, there were a couple ports that, honestly, I really want to see. I really want to see Kirby and the Rainbow Curse on the Switch. I would love to see that game on the Switch. Granted, it would definitely lose something with not being able to use a stylus. I feel as though they would definitely be able to use that in portable mode. So, you know, being able to tap the screen and, you know, move Kirby around that way, just like woof 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 woof. I definitely see that coming. Nothing else, they could possibly add analog controls. So yeah, so there's a lot of ports, and a lot of people complained about the ports on the Switch. I myself, I do have a Wii U. Granted, all the Wii U is really doing now is just collecting a crap ton of dust, because I don't touch it anymore, which is unfortunate. Because, I shouldn't say I don't touch it anymore, because I do play a couple of games on there, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse being one of them. And, Lords of Thunder on the Wii U being pretty much my main reason to go back to the Wii U is Lords of Thunder and Kirby. And then even still, you know, the Wii U being backwards compatible with the Wii, that doesn't hurt at all. So you can play your Wii games in 1080p, upscale 1080p, might I add. That's also something pretty nice. But that is something else. That's something for another video. Let's go back to the Switch and its ports. The Switch had a lot of ports, and it's pretty obvious why. They're literally just trying to fill in gaps with games. You know, so the Switch doesn't have a long drought in between. That was a major problem Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was such a big problem on the Wii U. Granted, it didn't really bother me as much, mainly because I was usually out anyway, and I spent the majority of my time playing, the Nintendo 3DS. So guys, that's that. Let's talk about the Switch's digital services, shall we? So, the Switch actually has an eShop right at launch. The eShop itself is actually not bad. We had a lot of indies support the Switch, so you have your typical, Inti Creates come out with Mighty Gumball first, which is absolutely cool. If you love Retro Mega Man, I definitely recommend that game. We had Shovel Knight appear on the Switch, Mighty Gunvolt, the regular main series come out. We also had a Phantom Breaker Overdrive, Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Overdrive. Wow, what a title! Which is actually a pretty decent beat 'em up on the Switch. See, we had quite a bit of games come out on the Switch. A lot of digital only games. Death Road to Canada is another one coming out on Switch, which if you have not played, I definitely recommend you check out. There's quite a few games on there. Doom is a major third-party game that's out on Switch as well. Which, playing portable Doom, granted, it is a huge step down in graphics from the original PC port, and even the PS4 and Xbox One version of the game. But as I mentioned, it is to be expected with such a portable console, or whatever the heck you call that thing. What the heck do we even call something like that? Do we just call it a portable console? Because it's pretty much what it is. Because I've heard people say hybrid system, and that sounds kind of weird. It makes it sound like some kind of weird transforming robot. Like some weird Gundam thing. That's pretty much what I imagine. But yeah, guys, the digital outing on Switch is actually pretty nice. I think I speak for all of us when I say, when the heck are we gonna get a virtual console on Switch? I would love to play Donkey Kong Country on the Switch. You guys have no idea how great that would be. Where the heck are Game Boy games, man? Game Boy games. They would be so perfect on the Switch, because it's already a flippin' handheld. It has a handheld mode so you can play Game Boy games. That would be so great. I can play Darkwing Duck in 720p. Not like it would matter because it's an 8-bit game on Game Boy, which has a super low resolution. That would be pretty flippin' sweet. Which I guess we should go back to talking about. This is kind of jump all over the place, but there are a couple of mysterious titles that weren't ported over to Switch, which is unfortunate. But I can definitely understand. I feel as though this possibly has to do with some kind of programming, either a programming or the engine that's being used. So specifically, if you guys aren't aware of what I'm referencing, is the Capcom's Disney Afternoon Collection, which did not appear on Switch, which really sucks. But hopefully we do get a port of it, because we are getting a port of the Mega Man Legacy Collection due out soon. Mega Man X Collection will be out on there soon, which is pretty badass. Being able to play Mega Man X and Mega Man X4, two of the best games in the series. Yes please, count me out for that. So hey guys, the Switch. I've had a pretty fun year with it. It's been a lot of fun. There are a few Wii U games I would like to see on Switch. Kirby's Rainbow Curse being chief among them. There are a couple others as well. I like the Wonderful 101 and some Virtual Console games. Specifically Lords of Thunder, because, have you guys ever heard the soundtrack to Lords of Thunder? I'm gonna let that play for just a little bit right now so you guys can get a taste of what that sounds like. In fact, you know what? I'll do something a little better. I'll throw up my top level gameplay of that game. Don't take that seriously. I actually really suck at that game. Holy cow. That's some top level gameplay. Anyways, it's enough of that. Guys, thank you for tuning into this video. Let me ask you a couple questions here, guys. What do you think of the Switch? Do you think the Switch has a very bright future ahead of it? Are you guys okay with it having as many ports as it has? Because, I mean, I can definitely see the arguments for these ports from Wii U to Switch. I can definitely see the arguments for it. Granted, we are getting other ports as well from other consoles to Switch, so from like PS4 to Switch, like Wild Guns Reloaded, which honestly, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have no complaints, because Wild Guns is an absolutely amazing game, and it needs to be enjoyed and played by everyone. What are your guys' thoughts on the Switch? Do you guys like it? Do you guys play it mostly in handheld mode? And do you guys play it on the TV? Do you guys actually take it out into the wild to play in handheld mode? What do you guys think of the Wii U? What do you think is going to happen to the Wii U in terms of collectability? Do you guys think the Wii U is going to shoot up in collectability? Collectability? Holy crap, apparently I can't talk today. Do you guys think it's going to shoot up in collectability? Honestly, I believe it's going to. Even with all the ports coming out for the Switch, I believe a lot of those Wii U games are going to become a lot more pricey. I definitely see that coming, especially a lot of the lesser known games that came out on the Wii U. So think, I'm gonna put this. Think Shovel Knight, because I got a physical release, and then heck, holy crap, even the 3DS game is being ported over to the Switch. As I mentioned, the Gumball series, Mighty Gumball Striker Pack, or I'm sorry, Azure Striker Gumball, I think it's what it's called. Holy crap. Some of these titles are getting a little long here, guys. This video is getting a little long, so I'm going to cut this off right here. Let me know your opinion, guys. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, guys, remember to stay absolutely radical, alright, guys?